Hello and welcome to this yoga session. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alex and I'm a back care specialized yoga teacher. I mostly teach for those with scoliosis and spinal fusion. Although here on this channel you mostly find more generalized yoga, a bit more accessible for everybody. If you're interested in yoga for scoliosis or something a bit more specific, feel free to write me or DM me on Instagram and we can talk about it there. Now this session is going to be a little bit more intense than usual. Not too intense, but perhaps not that beginner friendly as usually. We're gonna create a little bit of heat in the body, get rid of some negative energies perhaps, and get the body moving basically. So we're gonna start right where we are in a seated position. Of course, bring out your blocks and your yoga belt if you want to. Always an option. And then let's meet in Sukhasana. When you've found your cross-legged seated position on the mat, let's place our hands on the legs. You can either turn the palms down to root yourself and ground yourself, or turn them up to open up and receive. Let's take one big inhale through the nose, lengthening the spine, and then as you exhale, gently close your eyes. Let everything fall away and start to turn your awareness inwards. So perhaps notice the contact between the body and the mat. Your sits bones and the base of your spine rooted down on the earth. Traveling up then along the spine to the crown of your head. And then shifting our attention to our breath. Let your breath be completely natural. You might want to notice where in the body you're feeling it right now. And there's absolutely no right or wrong. You're only observing. Then just resting the mind on the sensation of breath. Now, what is your purpose with this practice? What is something that you'd like to cultivate or let go of, perhaps? Something you want more of in your life? Or something you're ready to transcend? Now, can you take that and turn it into a positive affirmation? To avoid words like not and don't, and turn it around, making it positive. I am, I choose to, I attract. Following by whatever you want. Then let's bring our palms together in front of the heart. And repeat your affirmation for yourself 3 times. Now gently blink your eyes open. Next time you inhale, we're gonna bring our arms above the head, palms still together, draw your navel in. And then exhale, draw a big circle around your body. Then inhale, reach up again. Palms together, exhale, hands in front of your heart. Now interlace your fingers, and next time you exhale, push the palms away from you, around the upper back. And then inhale, reach up with your arms. Exhale again, palms pushing forward, rounding the upper back, bowing your head. Inhale, reach up, and maybe a little bit back too. And one last time, exhale forward. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend to one side. Either side is fine. Maybe turning the chest a little bit up towards the ceiling and keep breathing. You want both sits bones to be rooted down on the mat. And then inhale up to center, reach tall. Exhale, bend the other way. Inhale, turn your chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale up to center. Then release your hands gently back to the ground as you exhale. Maybe create some circles with your wrists. Okay, now from here we're gonna get up into a downward facing dog. So from a tabletop position, tuck your toes, lift your knees, push yourself back, and always start with bent legs. Especially the very first time you enter down dog. Stay here for a moment. Notice the length in the spine. And then maybe you want to start adding a little bit of movement, walking your dog. One heel at a time, trying to reach the ground. And then come back to center. And as you inhale again, lift your heels around the spine. As you move forward, push the mat away, getting into plank. And then bend your legs, lift your tailbone, look forward, and push yourself back again. Let's continue this way. So rounding the spine as you come forward, bending the legs, arching the back kind of, to get back again. Keep your arms straight. And then it's your choice if you prefer to inhale forward or exhale forward. If you exhale forward, you'll enter plank pose a bit more engaged with your core. Although often we inhale when we go forward and exhale as we move back. Do whatever feels best for you today in this moment. So getting back into down dog. Meeting here. As you inhale, reach your right leg up behind you. Exhale to bend that leg. And then drawing some big circles with the knee. Try to stabilize the rest of your body using your core. Now changing direction, drawing circles the other way. Then come back to center. Inhale, lift the left heel, look forward, and move really slowly to bring the right foot to the inside of the hand. Now, Look forward, lengthen the spine, and inhale, come up to a warrior one. Now for this variation, keep your left heel lifted off of the mat. And then next time we exhale, we're gonna do some cactus arms and bend the leg that's behind us, so the left leg. So let's do one big inhale first. And then let's go. Exhale, cactus arm, lowering yourself. Inhale, reach up. 2 more times. Last time. And next time you exhale, lean forward, arms along the body. Draw your navel in and look forward too. So power lunge. From here we're gonna retreat the warrior. So we're gonna kind of go through a warrior two. So you start to reach the left arm forward as you then rotate your arms and rotate the left heel to the right, and then bending the left leg and straightening the right leg, hands coming in front of the heart. And then coming up to a warrior two. Now make sure that your feet are in the right position. The right foot is pointing forward and the left one is at a 90 degree. Inhale to reverse your warrior, and exhale, ground the left hand down on the mat. We're going to enter a side plank on the left side. So bringing the right foot back, either in front or above the left one. Reach the right arm up. Really push the mat away with your shoulder here. And look down. Exhale, the right arm comes down. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, bend your elbows back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Next time you inhale, reach your left leg behind you. Exhale, bend that leg, and then start to draw those circles again. Engage the core to stabilize the rest of the body. And then change direction. Come back to center, keep the leg bent. Look forward as you reach or lift the right heel off the mat, and then slowly step it through. Maybe lower your hips a little so you can lengthen your spine, and inhale, come up to a warrior one. Really square your hips forward. And let's do those cactus arms again, and lower, bending the right leg. So one big inhale first, and exhale we go. Inhale, reach up. 2 more times. Last one. Exhale, lean forward, power lunge. Then we're going to retreat the warrior, starting to reach the right arm up, forward and then up. As we rotate the feet, lengthening the right and, no, the left, and we're bending the right. And it doesn't matter how deep you can sit in the pose. And then entering warrior two. Again, check your feet and check your bent knee as well. Make sure that you're not shifting it for inwards, but it's stacked right above the ankle. Inhale to reverse the warrior. And exhale, ground the right hand down. And slowly going to enter a side plank. Do the same variation you did on the other side. Maybe look up towards the lifted hand if you get the balance. Now look down. Gently come back to a center plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, bend your elbows back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, let's lower the knees for a moment. Big toes together, resting in child's pose. Take this moment to let go of breath completely. And maybe reconnect with your intention, bringing it back to mind. Start to reach your arms forward. You're gonna get up into a downward facing dog again. And from here, we're gonna do some jumps. Jumping forward to Uttanasana and then jumping back to downward facing dog again a few times. So if you've never done this before, you can look the first times. What we want to do is to inhale as we prepare by looking forward, bending the legs, and then we're going to jump with the exhale, kind of pushing the mat forward with the hands and really drawing the navel in. Try to get your hips as high up as you can, but it doesn't matter if they don't get all the way up. I know it can be a bit scary sometimes. So let's try this forward once. Prepare and exhale, jump. Bending your leg as you get there. Inhale, then lengthen to Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold. Bend your knees somewhat to create some connection between belly and thighs. Now to jump back, it's more like the same. We're gonna prepare with an inhale, and then we're gonna exhale, jumping, pushing the mat forward so that we are pushing ourselves back, and bend your legs as you ground the feet or as you touch the feet to the mat. So inhale, exhale, jump. And now we can try to do this a few times back and forth, or forward and then backwards. And you might want to stay in each pose a few moments to collect some courage and really think about what to activate, how to breathe, being present in the moment as you do these jumps. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, jump. And if you've got handstands in your practice, feel free to add those as you jump forward. Then let's meet in Uttanasana, so at the top of the mat. And then from here, we're going to enter Utkatasana, so lower your hips, look forward, reach your arms forward. So chair pose basically. Make sure that your big toes are connected and you've got a little bit more space in between your heels. Fire up your inner thighs. Without widening the knees too much, we're going to try to sit into Navasana and then get back up here. So really, really gently lower your hips, sit on the mat, lift your feet up to about face height. Squeeze your thighs towards the belly and broaden your collarbones. And then we're gonna swing ourselves forward again, getting our weight onto our feet and enter chair pose again. Take your time. Maybe lowering your hips a bit more as you exhale. And let's do this 2 more times. So gently exhale to lower yourself. Try to lift the feet up. And then getting back into Utkatasana. One last time. Sitting into Navasana. Find your alignment too. Don't just look for the shape. And then getting back into chair pose. And then inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now shift the weight onto your right foot. As you lengthen the left leg back, start to lean forward. And then gently enter a warrior three. Engage your front core. And try to lower the left hip a little, so you're not opening it up. Then see if you can bend the right knee a bit more to place the left toes on the ground. Inhale up to warrior one. Exhale, hands interlace behind you. Inhale, open up the chest. And then exhale, lean forward, engage the core. Lift the arms behind you. Try not to lift your hips too much here. So maybe sit a bit lower if you can. And from here, we're gonna enter warrior three again. So give yourself a little push with the left foot, coming up to warrior three. And gently stand up onto the right foot as you bring the left knee in front of you. Keeping the left foot flexed as you place the ankle on top of the right knee. And sit down into a standing pigeon with your arms behind you, basically. Really keep your left foot flexed here to protect the knee. And it doesn't matter how deep you get into the pose. As always, it's more about the energy you bring into it. Can you keep integrity? Where or from where are you moving? Is it from ego? Or from something deeper than that? And then let's get into a standing position again. Lift the knee in front of you. Maybe try to extend the leg in front of you, just for a moment. And exhale, bring the foot down onto the ground. Sit down into Utkatasana again, so reach your arms forward or up if you prefer, as you bend the legs. Let's do one more Navasana. As you exhale, sit down onto the mat. Lift the feet in front of you. Maybe staying here for a couple of breaths more than we did before. And then getting back into Utkatasana. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Then shift your weight onto the left foot and reach the right leg behind you. Slowly enter warrior three. Engage your front core right from the start. So if we try to enter the poses with alignment from beginning, instead of getting there and then trying to adjust, we will keep integrity all the time, instead of getting out and in of it. Bend the left knee, place the right toes behind you and inhale up for warrior one. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace the fingers and inhale, lower your arms, open the chest. Exhale, lean forward. Try to lift the arms behind you, but keep a micro bend in the elbows. Feel your strength. So feel the leg burn. Don't try to avoid it. And we're gonna try to enter that warrior three. So bend the right leg, give yourself a little push. It's okay if you fall, it's okay if you need to step, take a few steps in between. You know, falling is part of the practice, and many times we learn more from that, woo, than from the actual complete shape. Gently bring the right knee in front of you. Flex the foot, ankle on top of the left knee as you gently sit down into a standing pigeon variation. If it's too much, of course, you can keep your hands in front of you in Anjali Mudra, palms together in front of the heart. It is a bit more challenging when you have your hands tied behind you. And slowly stand up again. Bring the knee in front of you. Either stay here or exhale to extend the leg in front. Exhale, gently place both feet on the ground. Sit into Utkatasana, hands in front of you. Getting back into Navasana, sitting onto the mat. Lift the feet. This time, maybe try to extend the feet completely. Or the legs, I mean. Remember not to guide from your head here. Don't push your neck forward. And then gently bend the legs, place the feet down, wrap your hands around the knees, and inhale to lengthen the spine. And we're gonna enter diamond pose for a moment to start to relax a little bit more before entering Shavasana. So, feet together, distance them a bit from you. Let your knees fall to the sides. And you might want to start with your hands behind you. Relax the legs completely and inhale to reach your spine long, tall. Exhale, use your arms to push yourself forward, bending or folding from the hips. And then from here you can walk your hands in front of you. Try not to hold on to your feet here, and then continue to fold, just relaxing into the pose. Keep a fluid breath, but it can be a bit more gentle, a bit more relaxed. If you have a block or something else and the distance between your feet isn't too much, you might want to place it there, right between your feet and your forehead. My suggestion in these poses is always to turn your palms of your hands up towards the sky. Remember what I said at the beginning of class, that it helps to open up, to let go. And that's usually a big part of these more passive poses. So just a few more breaths here. The next time you inhale, you can start by lifting your gaze, moving really slowly to get out of the pose. Use your hands, grounding them down. Walking your hands back as you lengthen the spine, little by little. Then as you get up, you may want to use your hands to connect the knees together. And let's get down on the back. So, finding a comfortable position here in Shavasana. Lengthen your legs. If you prefer, you can keep them bent. Maybe pressing the head gently down onto the mat so you can slide the shoulder blades down towards the feet. Turn the palm of your hands up towards the ceiling, or if you prefer you can place one on the heart and the other one on the belly. Gently close your eyes. Now let go of everything. Let your breath come back to being completely natural. Whether it's deep, shallow, irregular, feel your body buzzing, like if every cell of your body has woken up. And notice how it's possible to find calm in the midst of this energy flowing in the body. One perspective could be to feeling a bit more unstuck. Now the asana practice, meaning the poses, was originally created in order to calm the body, calm the mind, and prepare the body for meditation. In these moments of Shavasana, it might get a bit more obvious almost. Sometimes you can really feel how we manage to shred the mind and the body of a few layers of thoughts and tension. Then start to come back to the moment, to the room you're in. Perhaps notice the different points of contact between the body and the mat. You can start to invite any sounds in your environment back into your space. You might even want to visualize the room you're in. And start to wiggle your toes, move your fingers, slowly waking up the body again. And we're gonna turn onto the right side of the body. By using the left hand, push yourself up into a seated position and getting back to where we started with a fresh perspective though. Let's bring our hands in front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. And bring that intention of yours back to mind. Once again, repeat it 3 times. And really pour emotions into your intention. Feel it as it's already yours. Let go of any doubts, any obstacles. It's already yours. And from my heart to yours, Namaste.